Hey everybody, Mrs. Vance here. All right, so now we are going to move on to coloring everything else. We're going to ignore the background for now, so we're going to start with hair and kind of talk about the other accessories. But the reason why we're going to start with hair is because it's similar to how we kind of process these skin colors. You want to come up with a good combination, so I do have my sketchbook handy. And we want to think about, what browns best meet our hair color. Do you need to add a little bit of a yellow in there if you've got more blonde hair? Blonde is a very odd color, so you might not have a good option in your colored pencil, so just do your best. Typically with blonde, I say grab the lightest brown you have and then find, a yellow or, something light to blend it with. But sometimes you have very, very blonde hair, and so you shouldn't use any brown at all to mix it. I have brown hair that does have some highlights in it. Those are not natural, but that's okay. So I would want to do the same thing I kind of did with my skin color, is kind of, make an inventory, but I can already tell you that that color is way too dark for me, but maybe it's going to be right for you. And then this one, and then there's this one. This one. So I have a bunch of different browns because I have a decent size colored pencil kit. This one has a little bit more red in it. But then I also might want to play with the idea of colors overlapped a little bit to see what I think is the best. Okay, so once I have kind of decided what I'm going with for my hair color, then I can go ahead and apply that to my project. The thing I want you to remember, and I'll try to not talk as much today so that you can get right to coloring, but you want to remember that anything that's hair should be hair color, okay? We need to not forget about our eyebrows, so I like to actually color those first sometimes so that I just do not forget about them. It's very common to forget about your eyebrows in this project. I'm not sure why. So I'm going to tell you to do them first this time around. I am going to use this, I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to blend my two colors in. All right, so I've got my eyebrows pretty much taken care of. And maybe go back over it one more time. They got a little too yellow. I'm going to make them a little bit more brown. Okay, and then I want to just mark anything else that needs my hair. So as I color for my hair, I want to make sure that I am stroking. The direction of my strokes go with the direction of the hair. So if you've got hair that's spiking up, gentlemen, you want to make sure that your brush strokes are spiking up as well. So then when I get to this side, I want to curve that as well. I'm sorry, the camera keeps refocusing. Okay, so I've kind of shown you where my directionality is going to be. And then after I, get a layer of this brown on, then I'm going to go back with more of this, what color is this? Yellow ochre. I'm going to add this on top. And then I need to decide, do I need to go back and add that third layer of brown on top so that that yellow is a little less predominant. Again, it's going to depend on you and your hair color, but remember, the whole idea is that you're going to be able to know that this is you, so we want to make sure that it looks just like you as much as possible, okay? The other thing I want to talk about before I let you go to color everything else is your skin color for your lips. So what I like to tell people is to grab the next darkest flesh color. So in my case it would be maybe this pink, but I've got another pink option that I probably should take, and I'm just gonna go right over the top with just a little bit, and then I might want to grab my skin color again and go over that as well. So you want it to basically be like one shade of pink darker than your actual skin color. So if you have a more dark brown tone in your skin, you definitely want to grab that pink and pinken it up a little bit, because the flesh of your lips is definitely much different than your skin color, but we don't want to make it look like you are wearing lipstick. So you can definitely see a difference on my project between the two without making it look kind of obnoxious okay? So I would want to make sure that I would color everything at this point. So I've got to do this portion of the hair. I've got to come back over here. I've got to address my glasses. I've got to decide what's going to be on my shirt. And then I got to spend some time working on my eye color. I have these sort of dirty blue eyes, so I'm probably going to start with a blue, but then I'm going to come back in with some green, because I definitely have some green in there too. And then I might need to actually bring in a little bit of brown. And I'm going to add in a little bit of detail. Nobody's eyes are like, you know, royal blue or bright anything. So really take a look in the mirror, get nice and close and take a look at your irises and pupils and just kind of decide where you need what color. Most likely you'll need a little bit more dark around your edges and your eyes will be lighter towards the inside. And then just make sure that you kind of treat both eyes the same way as you go. So I'm going to add in my green then. And then I added that little bit of brown around the edges in almost like tiny little stripes. Because if you look closely in your eyes, you've got lots of little tiny stripes in those irises. Okay. All right, and then we leave the white of our eye the way it is. So my biggest thing is probably just deciding like what color shirt am I gonna wear? Am I gonna make any sort of design on there? And then, you know, figuring out how to do my glasses. Now, these are just like my computer glasses, so they're clear. I do have another pair that are more brown. Clear glasses are gonna be really hard to represent on paper in a drawing, so I might flip-flop to my other set and use these as my guide when I go to color my project. Okay, so if you have multiple pairs of glasses and you wear glasses, you get to choose which ones you want to do, but you want to choose the ones that maybe everybody recognizes you by. Normally, like I said before, I probably wouldn't even want to put glasses on mine because I don't normally wear glasses. You guys don't think of me as a teacher who wears glasses. So to me, this is not super recognizable as me right now. It's more recognizable as a basic human being that I'm trying to show you as an example for the project. All right, so rock that hair color, your accessories, your shirt. Make sure you get everything. Like I'd want to make sure that the hole in that earring still is hair color in between. Make sure you don't leave any white space except for probably the color of your whites of your eye, because it's white, right? And then tomorrow we will go ahead and address the background. Have a good one, guys.